Hi everyone, it's the Comic Fan Man here coming at you with another video. And in today's video we're going to have a look here at the Savage Crucible HeMan figure. Savage Crucible is a relatively new fantasy line. It goes right up in the back here so you can see what it's all about. And as you can see, HeMan is his name. Now, obviously, this is kind of a spin-off of Savage Crucible, spin-off of HeMan. They call him HeMan, but check this out. Look at that. That looks really, really cool. And here, if you want to pause and read all that, basically, he seems to be sort of like a John Carter style character, where he was somehow ported into the Savage Crucible, and they couldn't say human, so they kept calling him HeMan, and that moniker stuck with him. All right, that's really cool. Love all this. Let's open it up and see what we got inside. All right, so here he is out of the package with all of his accessories. HeMan. And yeah, it's kind of funny because you know, this is a Savage Crucible is a really kind of a new line. This is like their second wave of figures, and yeah, I thought it was really cool that they decided to do like their own version of like a HeMan tribute, but they kind of really gave him more of a John Carter style story. But this is really cool. Let's take a look here. He comes with these extra hands here, and these are horizontally hinged hands. He has the vertical hinges on the hands that he comes equipped with, and then he comes with these like expressive like gripping hands. Very cool. He can be like picking up a rock or pushing stuff. And then look at this shield here. Love this. I love the fact that they did this gold with very like orangey, almost reddish, pinkish finish to it. It's really nice. It has this really cool feel to it because it's, yeah, like it's gold, but you know, that orange or pinkish wash that's on it really makes it very beautiful. And it comes with this extra peg, which I'm not sure what that's for. I think you should be able to put it on his back somewhere, but I'm not sure why. But that looks beautiful. Looks very similar to like almost like a Spartan shield from 300, where they would put the spears through here. Very neat. Love that shield. And now let's take a look at this sword here. Look at this. Tell me that doesn't look like the power sword, and they just added this really translucent orange look to it. Is beautiful. I love this sword. This is so cool, and it's definitely in the shape of the HeMan power sword, but it's got their own feel to it, and I love it. That looks beautiful. He comes with this extra head sculpt, which is definitely him calling down the power. Look at that. That is really, really cool. You can definitely see him saying, "I have the power." But of course, this is not HeMan. It's not HeMan. It's HeMan. And again, the reason it's pronounced HeMan is because he's in a strange world and they don't know how to say human. So when the beastly animals of this planet say his name, it sounds like HeMan. So that's why he kept that moniker. It also comes with this extra card here, which is neat. It looks like it's some kind of like D&D style information for the wild draconians. Very cool. Neat. And then it comes with a secret gift. All of these come with this kind of like black baggie, and you open it up and it takes out an extra weapon, and look at that. A very cool like apple lime now or later sword. Look at that Jolly Rancher style sword. I love that. That is so cool. I love the fact that they use this kind of like translucent, almost candy style blade on there. I love that. That looks amazing. And now let's take a look at HeMan himself from the Savage Crucible. And look at that sculpt and detail. Really nice. The paint on the gold again really just brings out the detail beautifully. He looks like an amazing gladiator. These spikies are all kind of like, it's very hard plastic, so be careful because I can definitely see people getting hurt with that. Look at that WWF style championship belt there. Goes all the way around. Amazing. And then like this loincloth here that kind of has this Roman tassel look to it. Really cool. Oh, I didn't even see that they painted the studs on here. That's nice. And his articulation part there, his midsection, it kind of covers it up with the armor so you don't really see it. So that's cool. Head articulation is actually pretty good, even though he has the long hair. The shoulders go out pretty good. This is a little hindered by the armor there, where you can put it down. He's got an interesting double jointed elbow system here, and that's really good. The leg muscles are nice. Look at that sculpting that they did there. Very cool. And again, that same double jointed system that's on the elbows they used for the knees, which is interesting. I've never seen that before, but it works really, really well. The boots are sculpted beautifully and painted. Then of course he's got like the HeMan style wrapping on his boots. Love it. I think this is an amazing looking figure. All right, let's put his stuff on and see how he'll be able to defend Castle Grayskull. Oh, I just wanted to show you, very similar to the Mythic Legions peg system for the armor. They have it on their arms and on their shoulders as well. And there's a little peg here on the armor, and it just goes right in there. And it pops in, and then it stays. Really, really good. Really nicely done there. Nice system there for the shoulders. Very similar to Mythic Legions, but very different. Oh, and he's got bicep swivel. Look at that. Didn't even see that. All right, and how awesome is this? Definitely looks like he's calling down the power. And I love it. In front of Castle Grayskull like that, that works out beautifully. Definitely looks like he's calling down the power of Grayskull into the Crucible world. And yeah, that's a really neat looking different style of HeMan. What an amazing, amazing figure. Look at all of this. All of the armor and blade and everything together. Just makes for a beautiful looking figure, man. What great, great work for my first Savage Crucible figure. Yeah, I'm really, really happy about this. And here he is side by side with my Mythic Legion Skeletor. And they look awesome together. You can definitely see this as a HeMan v Skeletor battle. And yeah, the fact that I was able to get a Skeletor staff that kind of has this gradation going on here, and now HeMan's sword having that gradation with this figure, I think that looks wonderful. And here he is alongside a Masterverse figure, and as you can see, they size up wonderfully together, so you can definitely see him being in this Masterverse New Eternia style universe as well. I love this, and having that extra Jolly Rancher sword in there, I can have him dual wield, making him like a really awesome gladiator style HeMan badass. that looks wonderful together. Like, I wasn't sure if he was going to size up well with them, but he does beautifully. Oh, and here he goes sizing up with a NECA Dungeons and Dragons Warduke. And yeah, they look wonderful together. You can definitely see this as a Barbarian versus Warduke style fight. Yeah, that's really, really good. This company really did an amazing job with how they executed this figure. And he definitely works with the NECA Dungeons and Dragons style figures. Alright, so since he is supposed to be Savage Crucible's tribute to HeMan, I decided to put him out here with my other pantheon of HeMan who look more like their vintage style brother. And yeah, I think he goes really well with them. I like the fact that his hair is kind of like this like dirty blonde. He's not just a yellow blonde. So, you know, outside of obviously the armor, you know, that kind of changes him up. But I love this face, man. It looks like he's calling down the power. That's really cool. And as you can see on my legendary Barbarian HeMan, I gave him the sword, the power sword that came with the Gwildor and Oracle 2-pack. And you can see that they both kind of have this orange glow, making it look like they're calling down the power. I think this looks fantastic. I think he goes really well with the rest of my HeMan collection here. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this look at the Savage Crucible HeMan here. The Savage Crucible's tribute to HeMan. I think he looks fantastic. It is my first Savage Crucible figure. Again, they have been the first wave was mostly made up of like lizard people, but they did human characters here in the second wave, and I really love the way he looks. He looks fantastic, and there's another figure in this wave, which is a tribute to Conan. I believe he's called the Frazetta Barbarian, Ball and Chain Barbarian. And yeah, it's another Frazetta tribute to Conan, which is fantastic. Like, this is the year of the Frazetta Conan like Barbarian tributes, and it's fantastic. Obviously, the legendary Barbarian can be turned into a Conan. Frazetta girls produced their own version for Icon Collectibles, and I'm waiting on mine, so hopefully that should be in soon. And then Savage Crucible did theirs. It's a fantastic year for Barbarian collecting, because they've put out so many Frank Frazetta figures, Frank Frazetta style Barbarian figures this year, and I love it. And again, the sculpt, the paint, the articulation is really nice. This is the first one that I've gotten of the Savage Crucible, and I really I think the quality is really good on these figures. And as you can see, he works really well with the other HeMan here. So I love that. I think it's fantastic. Alright, if you enjoyed this video and you feel that I've earned it, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye now.